Good morning children and welcome to the second class of our EVS2 of this week. So children, as we were doing lesson number 2, isn't it children, the various regions of the world. Okay, so yesterday we have studied how seasons are, how climate is being affected, what are the factors that affect climate. So regarding with the climate only, we'll study today the very important topic, which is, yes children, it is, our next topic is climatic zones of the earth. Okay children, climatic zones of the earth. You'll find it in your textbook. All of you take out a textbook, turn to the page after the seasons. You'll find the topic climatic zones of the earth. When I show you the page, you'll come to know. So what are the climatic zones of the earth? Before going, let's see into how many zones the earth is divided into, how many climatic zones. Okay, now from the term climatic, you can understand that the earth is divided into some climate zones. Okay children, and what are these zones, what are names of these zones, and why it is divided, we'll come to know. So let's proceed with the next slide, which is given children, climatic zones of the earth. So children, here it's given, you can see in your textbook, climatic zones of the earth. The earth is divided into 3 climatic zones based on the amount of heat received from the sun. So children, why the earth is divided? The earth is divided into 3 climatic zones based on the amount of heat the various places receive. Now what are these climatic zones? These climatic zones are mainly 3 climatic zones are there: the Torrid Zone, the Temperate Zone, and the Frigid Zone. Okay, what are the 3 climatic zones? The 3 climatic zones are the Torrid Zone, the Temperate Zone, and the Frigid Zone. So first let's study the Torrid Zone. Okay children, let's study Torrid Zone. The first climatic zone is the Torrid Zone. Okay children, so what is the Torrid Zone? Let's see children, which one is the Torrid Zone. Now in the picture you can see, this is the Torrid Zone, the area which lies near the equator. Okay, the area from the Tropic of Cancer to the Tropic of Capricorn, the area which is near the equator, it receives vertical rays of the sun, and due to which this area is very much hot throughout the year, and this area is called as the Torrid Zone. The area near the equator, the area from the Tropic of Cancer till the Tropic of Capricorn. Okay, this area is the Torrid Zone. Okay children, now let's see one more picture of the Torrid Zone. Yes, you can see here one more picture I am showing you. You can see from this zone, the white zone, can you see from here till here, the Tropic of Cancer, the area from the Tropic of Cancer, which is in the northern hemisphere, then the equator and the Tropic of Capricorn, the area, this area, okay children, is the Torrid Zone, and this area receives ample amount of sunlight because it gets vertical rays of the sun, and due to which it's very hot. Okay children, so this is the Torrid Zone. Now let's children see what's it's given in the book. Okay children, now let's see what is written in the book about the climate. It's given children, torrid means very hot. So the word torrid itself means very hot, and the climate is usually hot and humid. So in the Torrid Zone, due to the various oceans present, it's very humid also. Like yesterday I have told you what is humid. There will be a lot of rainfall also, and we will be sweating also. The people sweat a lot because of the humidity, and there will be a lot of rainfall also. Okay, and though rainfall will be there, the temperature will not come down. It will be hot also, hot only. So hot and humid. Then there are no distinct changes in the temperature and seasons throughout the year. Winters are mild and cool, so you won't find much difference in the temperature. Okay, the temperature will be the same throughout the year. It mostly remains hot, and winters are sometimes winters are there and it's mild, it's not very cold, it's mild and it's little cool. And the last is this zone receives the vertical rays of the sun, and this zone receives the vertical. We all know, we have studied in the last chapter that the equator receives the vertical rays of the sun. And lastly, heavy rainfall. What is the fifth characteristic? It is heavy rainfall. So in the torrid zone, that is the area near the equator, it's very much, they receive lots of rainfall also and lots of heat also. So in the equator, near the equator, you will find lots of what, children? Trees grow. Okay, now about this we will study in the later part of the chapter. Okay, it's very interesting, and we'll study in the later part of the chapter what type of trees are found in these zones. Okay, so children, let's proceed to our next zone, which is the temperate zone. So I told you three zones are there. The first is the torrid zone, and this is the temperate zone. Okay children, now temperate zone. What is the temperate zone? We'll come to know. Now children, here picture you can see of the various latitudes, and I'll tell you where is the temperate zone. The temperate zone is from the Tropic of Cancer to the Arctic polar circle. Okay, and here from the Tropic of Capricorn to the Antarctic circle, this area. Okay, in the northern hemisphere from the Tropic of Cancer to the Arctic circle, and in the southern hemisphere the Tropic of Capricorn to the Antarctic circle. This area is called as the temperate zone. Okay children, let's see one more climatic zone, temperate zone picture. And here also you can see, children, the temperate zone, this zone. Okay, from the Tropic of Cancer to the Arctic circle, and from the Tropic of Capricorn to the Antarctic circle. Okay children, this is the temperate zone, and this zone is the torrid zone, and this zone is the temperate zone. Okay, so children, let's see what is in the temperate zone, and all of you take out the textbook and take out this page where it's given the temperate zone. Now let's see what climate is there in the temperate zone. In the book also there is a picture, okay, of the temperate zone. In the northern hemisphere these countries are there, and the southern hemisphere these countries are there. Okay, so let's see what are the various features of the temperate zone. Okay, temperate means, let's see, temperate means moderate or mild. Okay, it's temperate means moderate or mild, not very extreme. But torrid means very hot, and temperate means moderate or mild. There are 4 seasons: summer, autumn, winter and spring. So there are 4 seasons in the temperate zone. Those countries which are under this zone, they have 4 seasons. Then the changes between seasons are distinct but not extreme. Now these seasons, they are not extreme. Summer will be also mild, autumn will be mild, winter will be mild, spring will be mild. Okay, not extreme, but there will be difference in the seasons. Then the 4th characteristic, this zone experiences slightly slanting rays of the sun. Therefore the climate is neither too hot nor too cold. We all know that the area from Tropic of Cancer to the Arctic circle and Tropic of Capricorn to Antarctic circle receives slanting rays of sun, as we have seen in the previous chapter. Remember, in the previous chapter, before time zone, before we studied about the standard time, we have studied about how sun rays fall on the various latitudes. Okay, and so we have studied that the tropics receive moderate amount of sunlight, and temperate zone is between the Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic circle, and Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic circle. And let's see the last characteristic, moderate rainfall. Moderate rain, not much rainfall, but moderate rainfall. As it's in the children, in the equator, in the torrid zone, what did we find? It was heavy rainfall. So about 2 climatic zones we have studied. Now let's proceed to the third climatic zone. And what is the third climatic zone? The last climatic zone is the frigid zone. Okay children, next we have the frigid zone. So children, let's see which area of the world is under this zone. Let's see children. Yes, we can see children the frigid zone here. Now and which is the frigid zone children? The area from the Arctic Circle to the North Pole in the northern hemisphere, and from the Antarctic Circle to the South Pole in the southern hemisphere. This area is known as the what? Frigid zone. Okay, frigid zone. And let's see one more picture. Yes, one more picture is there, and you will see there, this is the frigid zone. You have the north frigid zone because the northern hemisphere, and the south frigid zone because the southern hemisphere. Okay children. Okay, one more picture is there, and this is the one more frigid zone is there. So children, frigid zone is also known as the polar zone. So you can see these two zones which are in the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere, and these are the countries which are there in the frigid zone or the polar zone. Okay, so here are these countries, all these countries, they are in the frigid zone. Okay, now let's see what are the various characteristics of the climate which is in the frigid zone. Okay, now let's see. Now you turn to this page of the frigid zone so that it becomes easier for you to understand. Let's see what is the climate of the frigid zone. In the book also you can see a picture is shown. So climate in the frigid zone. First, frigid means cold. Yes, from the word itself frigid. Frigid means freeze. Okay, freeze. From the word freeze, frigid has come, and frigid means cold. Now these places are always covered with snow, and they are very cold because they are near the poles. The frigid zones lies near the North Pole and the South Pole. Now there are only 2 seasons, winter and summer. So only 2 seasons are there, winter and summer. Number third, winters last for 8 to 9 months, summers last for 3 to 4 months. So winters last for 8 to 9 months, and summer lasts for 3 to 4 months. Then the fourth character, the rays of the sun that reach have spread over wide areas. So this zone receives very little sunlight and heat. We all know that we have seen in the previous chapter that the poles receive very less amount of sunlight, and even what amount of sunlight it receives, the sun rays spread. So the heat is also very less. So this zone receives very little sunlight and heat. So it receives very little sunlight also, and it receives very little heat also, and that's why it's very cold in this region. The climate is extremely cold for most of the year. Mildly cold climate is seen during summers. So summers also, it's not like that it will be like the summer season we experience here. It will be the temperature becomes a bit high. Okay, now in the winter season the climate is extremely cold. Now when the temperature rises a bit, like from 10 to 15 degrees, generally the temperature remains in minus degrees. Now when it rises till 10 to 12 degrees, then that is called as summer. It's not like summer that they will be having fully hot season. So children, let's stop till here. Today we have studied about three important aspects, climatic zones of the earth, which is very important. Okay, the earth is divided into 3 climatic zones. Let's do a quick recap. What did we study? We have studied about the climatic zones. First, we have studied the Torrid Zone, which is between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn, and here the climate is very hot and they receive high amount of rainfall. Then we have the Torrid Zone, we have the Temperate Zone, and here the climate is mild. Okay, and here we have 4 seasons, that is winter, spring, autumn and summer. These 4 seasons are there. And lastly, we have the frigid zone. Now, temperate zone is from the Tropic of Cancer to the Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere, and Tropic of Capricorn to Antarctic Circle in the southern hemisphere. Then children, we have the frigid zone, which is from the Arctic Circle to the North Pole in the northern hemisphere, and Antarctic Circle to the South Pole in the southern hemisphere. And here the temperature is extremely cold, okay children. And here there are only 2 seasons, winter and summer, and this region receive very less heat and light. So children, we shall stop till here. In the next class, children, will proceed with the lesson and will study about the climate of India. So today, whatever I have explained, children, whatever I have told you about the various characteristics of the climatic zones. Children, you all please read through it. Please go through the chapter so that it will be easier for you to understand. And the video I am sharing, please you see it again and again so that it will be very clear to you in the various climatic zones. So meet you in the next week. Till then, take care and have a good day.